Yo, what's up? This your boy M Breezy back at it again, man, like I always do around this time. What's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, YouTube? Hey, man, before we get started with this video today, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. After watching the video, man, please share. And let's continue to help the channel grow. Now, let's get right into it. I'm quite sure you all have heard the news for today. Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys president, CEO, GM, they could not come to an agreement. And Mike McCarthy had decided to part ways with the Dallas Cowboys because they couldn't come to an agreement on the contract. And hey, I'm glad they didn't come to an agreement because I didn't want Mike McCarthy no way. The guy was in over his head for the Dallas Cowboys job. He took a year off to, study analytics and supposed to be this quarterback guru, quarterback whisperer. He came in here, him and Dak Prescott with his Texas Coast offense that didn't take us nowhere. So I'm glad he's up out of here. And good luck on your new endeavors and good luck on your new job search as a head coach. And I'm just glad you're not going to be the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys no longer. This article, Tom Pelissero broke the news this morning, but RJ Ochoa said the Dallas Cowboys handled this in the most embarrassing way possible. That they denied Mike McCarthy an interview opportunity in Chicago only to move on like this. What a small and petty front office. Tom Pelissero, who broke the news. Sources, Mike McCarthy is out as Cowboys head coach. The sides couldn't agree on the length of the contract, and McCarthy will pursue other opportunities. He leaves Dallas with a winning record and 3 playoff appearances. Hey, man, it is what it is. He's up out of here, man, and I'm glad. So now we can go get another coach to come in here and see if he can rectify the situation. But I just hope Jerry Jones find the right coach, man, to come in here and coach this team. And we all know that whoever that coach is going to be, his job is to run the team. Let Jerry Jones handle all the other things that all Cowboys. If you're a head coach coming in here, you have to know your job duties, and you know how Jerry Jones is going to run this ship, the way he want to run it, him and Stephen Jones. And if you're not that coach that can come in here and work around all that, hey, you're not the man for the job. That's just the way it is, man. And that's how Jerry Jones and his son, run the ship. And sources say that it could be Kellen Moore that could be coming back to run this team. And we all know how these Dak Prescott fanboys felt about Kellen Moore. They ran Kellen Moore up out of town. They said that Kellen Moore could not call plays. He was putting Dak Prescott in harm's way. Let Mike McCarthy tell it when he ran Kellen Moore out of town. And he told Jerry Jones that last time he want to run the damn ball more because, Kellen Moore throws the ball too much. And that's what caused Dak Prescott to throw all of these interceptions. That's what he said. But what did he do? Come in here and did the same thing Kellen Moore did. Pass the ball. Mike McCarthy he wasn't a bit more bothered or worried about running the ball than a man on the move. He just said that so he can get Kellen Moore's job. Get him up out of here. So how would you fanboys feel if Kellen Moore come back on this team? How would you fanboys feel then? Boy, I can't wait to see this. Who the next coach going to be? But whoever the coach is going to be, they, this offense, and pretty much it's going to be the same playbook because this is the only playbook that Dak Prescott known since he's been in the league. And I don't think Dak Prescott can adjust to another, offense, a new system. And this would be another down year, and it would be a horrible year if they come in and try to change this system. But that's what we need, man, a real offensive-minded coach that can come in here and change this system. But we also need a defensive coach, too, because defense wins championships. We're going to listen to this clip, man, about 105.3 The Fan this morning, man, or this evening, rather. We're going to see what they had to say about this Nets coaching hire, and we're going to break it down, man, like we always do. Let's get right into it.
But I think you mentioned Aaron Glenn earlier.
Yeah,
that one could be really interesting. Yeah. Maybe exciting.
I think so. Again, I think that Mike has been very, talking about what Mike Lombardi's talked about with Belichick, and he's gone on some national programs and talked about that. And I wondered, I'm like, hey, do things change now that the Cowboy job comes open? And he's like, no, it really doesn't. So they're committed to what they're doing there. That would be a $10 million buyout if that was the case. Me personally, I know that this thing is probably going to end up with Kellen Moore getting the job. Aaron Glenn would be my guy.
You heard Brian Brothers. He said pretty much more than likely Kellen Moore gonna get this job. Now, when Kellen Moore was here, the Dallas Cowboys had the number 1 offense more points scored. We had the highest scoring offense in the NFL. And 1 year, we was number one in the league. We had number one offense in the league. So if Mike McCarthy's going to be out of here, and he's supposed to have been a guy that got Dak Prescott, to get us over that hump. But I give him credit. He did have Dak Prescott as a runner-up to the MVP with 1 vote, if y'all want to count that. He did do that. So, hey, man, if take that for what it's worth. But if Dak Prescott is going to have any success on this team with a different coach, it's going to be somebody that he's familiar with. And we know he campaigned for Mike McCarthy, and we see how that worked out. Just like he campaigned for Kellen Moore when Kellen Moore first got let go by the Cowboys, 2 years ago. So, hey, man, familiar faces are going to be Kellen Moore, pretty much. But I hate to see it, but hey, like I said, I wonder how you Dak Prescott fanboys going to feel about that, because you guys ran him out by the time.
That's who I would go get if I were the Dallas Cowboys. To me, that one makes the most sense as far as when you look at the potential of him being 52 years old and
talking about Eric Glenn, the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, Aaron Glenn.
Being a coach you can grow with, but he's seen the lows, he's seen the highs. He knows
been around Peyton, been around Campbell now.
He's been
played
around
for Parcells.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He knows what it's going to take, and
and he also played for the Dallas Cowboys too, cornerback for the Cowboys.
First axiom of warfare, I believe, is the enemy. He knows the enemy here. And I don't mean to sound the enemy as the front office, but he understands
what the dynamic would be.
The dynamic is, the things you're going to have to deal with, and he's going to, if he were to walk in here, I'm sure every coach would walk in and say, hey, do we have to do this? Do we have to do that? And then Jerry and Steven will make an attempt not to.
Yeah.
And then, like Heggie was talking about in week 9, they'll flip it around and all of a sudden they're like back in the mix of doing things. But yeah, it's going to take it. This job is not for everybody. This job is not for everybody. And it's for the guys that have that ability to like focus on exactly what they need to do for the team, for their coaching staff, and winning football games. And
that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. And everybody always talking about, Jerry Jones, get out of the way and let the coach run the team, all this, that, and the third. But now, give Jerry Jones credit. When Jerry Jones first hires a head coach, he give him leeway. First couple of years under the contract, he give them leeway. And after that, if you're not getting Jerry Jones to where you need to go, then Jerry Jones gonna step in. And y'all can holler about Jerry Jones all y'all want to, but y'all know how Jerry Jones is. You can complain, come on here and say this and say that about Jerry Jones. But guess what? You're gonna be the first ones on here when the season starts talking about Cowboys, all things Cowboys, and cheering the Cowboys on. But you can sit up here and talk all that crap in the off season. But I get it. Get your views up and say what you want to say. You've been saying this stuff every year. It's the same old every year. As soon as the season starts, training camp start, the draft start, all you guys have to change your mind. All you guys have to change your mind. And blah, 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 blah.
Having success doing it, you've got to block everything else out. Yeah. And it's hard to do.
It's very difficult to do.
But, I think Aaron Glenn is a guy that, like I say, a Texas guy, he understands how the importance of this and the stage. I think he'd be a great hire.
Well, I'd love to see him emphasize defense. That doesn't necessarily have to mean a defensive-minded head coach, but it wouldn't hurt. I think you look at your defense right now, you should have 2 really good corners once Diggs comes back. You have 2 really good linebackers with Overshown and Leafau to look forward to. You have Micah Parsons just destroying game plans down there. I want to add a couple of more players and see what this could really look like, because I feel like Dak has done a pretty decent job mitigating a so-so wide receiver core, offensive line that's been patchy, and still managing to get enough points up on the board. I don't know if you can build an offense so great if you give him another receiver, a better tight end, and another offensive lineman, like over the next 3 or 4 years. What's the ceiling on the offense? We've already seen them lead the league and get wiped in the wild card round,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Double down on defense. Dak will find a way to get you 23 points.
Hey, who that sound like? He sounds just like me. I've been saying the same thing about Dak Prescott in this offense. We can get Dak Prescott all the help he needs on this offense. But what good is it gonna do if you can't get the guys to ball? Like that man just said, we had all these players, man. We had one of the top-notch offense in the NFL. Cooper and CeeDee Lamb on the same team with Gallup and Cedric Wilson and all these guys. Zeke and Pollard. The man just said the same thing I just said, man. So we might well take all our focus and put it on defense. And I want Aaron Glenn as the coach for the Dallas Cowboys. That's who I want. Now, as far as offensive coordinator, hey, I don't know about Brian Schottenheimer, because he is on the team, and he was the offensive coordinator for under Mike McCarthy. But we know Mike McCarthy will call the plays. But man, it's gonna have to be somebody familiar with this offense, because this is the only offense that Dak Prescott knows. And to bring another offensive coordinator in here with a whole new system, Dak Prescott will be so lost. You talking about struggle? We will be struggling for real.
Well, I mean, the one thing that you hadn't seen with Dak is him with somebody that is a difference maker as a play caller. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be the only reason to go that route. But you're right. I mean, you go back to the wild card loss to San Fran. They put up 17 points. And on that team, you had Amari, you had CD, you had Cedric Wilson, you had Michael Gallup. Right, you had a pretty darn good loaded crew on offense, and you still only put up 17 points. Now, credit to the 49ers defense. I understand who the opponents you're playing, but still, you got to do more than that. So maybe the path forward is we just need to build on defense.
And it's the idea that defense wins championships, like.
Hey, man. Hey, now you heard it, man. The main focus, man. If we get a defensive coordinator in here as head coach, Aaron Glenn, which I prefer, the only problem is going to be who's going to be calling them plays on offense. Is it going to be Brian Schottenheimer, or is Jerry Jones is going to get somebody else back in here? Would he get Kellen Moore from the Eagles back in here and call plays, pay him top dollar to call these plays? Because he is in Philly, and we all know how they left last time, Kellen Moore from the Cowboys. And, hey, it's going to take Kellen Moore a lot of money to leave a good system that he's in now with Philadelphia. Because, hey, those guys are almost pretty much, some people saying they almost got him in the Super Bowl already. So, hey, man. Hey, your boy Dak Prescott, I bet he's nervous as hell. Dak Prescott is nervous as hell because he don't know who's going to be calling these plays this year. Man, boy, you Dak Prescott fanboy, y'all look, hey, boy, it's going to be rough on y'all. It's going to be rough on y'all. I know y'all want Allen Gentry so bad. But hey, we're going to get into that, man, on my next video about everybody out here, sometimes we need to be quiet as an organization and be quiet and not let people know that who we want to draft. But hey, I got a video coming up about that tomorrow. I want y'all to tune in. It's going to be very interesting. But hey, Mike McCarthy is now out of here. He can go wherever he want to go. He can interview with whoever he want to interview with. The Bears haven't hired anybody yet, so there's still an opportunity for him to go there. So I don't know what all the fuss is about. We all know how Jerry Jones is. He tried to shortchange Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy grew some kahunas and said, no, I'm out of here. So, hey, man, it just is what it is, man. Hey, man, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below, man. Tell me what y'all think about Mike McCarthy. Is y'all mad or no? Until the next time, it's your boy Breezy. I'm out.